But let's set you up for trade, tell you which are the important stocks to watch out for, as well as the cues in the world of F&O. So let's start with the trade setup for today. US markets a bit closed. Dow ended lower. S&P 500 was flat, and this came in after the comments that came in from Fed Chair in terms of rate cuts for the month of December. In the month of December are not something that is certain. As of now, 25 basis point cut is what the Fed has taken this time. Nasdaq that ended closed at record high levels, and this came in from mainly led by Nvidia's commentary, as well as earnings came in from Alphabet, so keep an eye out on that. Now, in terms of flows from the FIIs and DIIs, FIIs were actually sellers in yesterday's trading session. 2,500 crores approximately of sell coming in on FIIs and 5,600 crore of buy from the DII front. Important cues for today, obviously we spoke about Trump and Xi Jinping. That is important for our Indian markets as well. IEX market coupling case, so keep an eye out on that one in terms of update there. Important earnings today, Cipla, NTPC, Dabur, ITC, Bandhan Bank, Union Bank, keep an eye out on that. And Supreme Court actually yesterday uploaded the AGR relief judgment that was filed. So that is also something that we'll be keeping an eye out on in terms of Vodafone Idea. Nifty implied open, like I mentioned, a negative start for the Indian markets. But important stocks to watch out for in today's trading session. We have Gaurav joining in with us for that. Good morning, Gaurav.
Well, let's talk about L&T, because inline set of numbers is what we saw. Net profit that came in at around 3,926 crores. MGL, they reported a little bit of weak numbers, because when we look at net profit, it was a bit below our own estimates. Apart from that, when we look at HPCL on the other hand, they reported good set of numbers. Net profit that came in at around 3,380 crores versus what we were estimating at 3,040 crores only. And margins also saw some kind of uptick. SAIL also reported good set of number. Net profit came in at around 416 crores versus our poll of around 136 crores. So definitely, let's watch out on that. United Breweries, on the other hand, they reported net profit of just 46 crores, a bit lower than our own estimates, and that is the reason why when we look at margins, there also we saw some kind of compression. BHEL, they reported good set of numbers in the second quarter. Net profit came in at around 368 crores, and at the same time, revenue also increased. When we look at PB Fintech, we also saw good set of number here as well, because profit that has more than doubled. Now that came in at around 135 crores, and we saw positive surprise in the margins as well. Railtail, when we look at the numbers here, the net profit that increased almost by 4.7% on a year-on-year basis. On the other hand, when we look at Brigade Enterprises, there also we saw good set of numbers, around 37% growth in terms of net profit in this quarter. And lastly, let's also not forget about Dr. Reddy's today, because company has received non-compliance from the Pharmaceutical Drug Directory from Canada, and on the back of that, it will be a negative sign. Let's not forget that Nomura, they also say that the EPS can go down almost by 3 to 6%. Let's also not forget about Concor, because company has signed an MOU with JNPA for rail handling, and that is the reason why we will be watching on all these companies today.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Gaurav. But we have visuals that are coming in from the Trump as well as Xi Jinping meeting that will be happening. And you can see them, both of them are met, the handshake that is happening there. Important updates that we'll watch out for from this meeting, as US President and the Chinese leader Xi Jinping will be discussing the deals, again, in terms of rare earth metals, what's happening there, the tariff scenario. So key updates that everyone is keeping an eye out on. This is the first meeting since Trump has begun his second term. Keep an eye out on that. You can see the smiles there, hoping for a good deal that comes in there as well. We'll wait out for commentary and updates coming in from this deal. But both the leaders have arrived in South Korea's Busan. As of now, in terms of updates, is what we'll be keeping an eye out on.
We have a great relationship. We've always had a great relationship.
Will you discuss Taiwan here?
Which way? Thank you very much, everybody. Please.
Wait, everybody else is going to the meeting.
Okay, and that's both the leaders over there. He did say they have had a great relationship always, so we'll wait out for more cues coming in there. But yes, that's about US and China. But let's shift focus back to our F&O market. What are we keeping an eye out on? Yesterday, we did manage to close about 26,000. But Sudarshan, today Nifty implied open is indicating a more than 60 point downtick. So then again below 26,000.
So as you say, it was a good start to November series, and Nifty managed to hold the levels above 26,000. But the problem is Qs have turned mixed, and that's reflecting GIFT Nifty, which is indicating a start in the red, currently down almost 60 to 70 points. And the reason I'm saying that Qs have turned mixed because FIs have turned sellers again, both in the cash market as well as in the derivative market. Yesterday in the cash market, they have sold more than rupees 2,500 crore, but it was fully offset by DIs, which continue to be on the buy side. Yesterday also DIs have bought almost rupees 5,700 crore. In the index futures, two FIs have sold more than rupees 1,200 crore, and they have built huge short positions where they have added contracts of nearly 6,600 crore. But as far as the options data is concerned, it indicates the range for Nifty now from 26,000 to 26,500. So as of now, it looks like that Nifty will try to hold the levels above 26,000. So on the call side, 26,200 and 26,100 both have seen huge increase in the open interest, with premium rising further. And on the put side, 26,000, 25,900, both the put options saw a fall in the premium. So support, I have taken 25,900 and resistance would be 26,135. For Nifty Bank, support would be 58,000 and resistance would be 58,600. One stock remains in the band, that is Saman Capital. Apart from that, keep an eye on Suzlon Energy. It has been seeing fresh longs, and all the mutual fund names were under pressure yesterday. But besides the news, one stock that was under pressure also because of the weak earnings, that was CAMS, and has seen fresh shorts.
Okay, Sudarshan, thank you so much for that, for those important updates coming in the world of FNO and what we should be keeping an eye out on.